So we just wrapped up the first Classic Bass Champions Tour event here on Lake Mille Lacs. Great day. Conditions that none of us really expected. We didn't practice for a lot of the things that happened today. We had a lot of high wind, some clouds after the first period that we weren't expecting, so it made things a little interesting for a short time, but the sun did come back out and the fish did cooperate pretty well. But really my program was fully orientated around sight fishing. I had spent all my time prepared to sight fish, try to catch them by looking at them, and I ran it and stayed to it. This morning I ran my number 1 and number 2 area, and I really ran 3 baits. I was running a tube jig, Erie darter, or a drop shot, and I ran through the first area and the water was coming right over the bow. The waves were so big, so I just kind of bailed on that, ran to the C program. Ended up catching 40 some pounds, I think, in the first period, so started the morning off great. Came in for lunch, had a great lunch with all the guys, hung out here for a little bit. We went back out for second period, and the clouds had come in and it was a little tougher, but I still got a few nice fish to bite. It just wasn't quite what I had expected it to be, and with all the high winds, a few mechanical things on my end that I got to tighten up, it just got a little tougher than I expected, but the fish still really bit amazing. I ended up second with 71 pounds, which is, when you think about catching 71 pounds of fish in a day, it was an amazing day. So really I was on 3 baits. I fished a drop shot, an Erie darter, and a tube jig, and I was mostly pretty much 90% sight fishing. If I wasn't sight fishing, I was just throwing a marabou jig or a like a Kitech swim bait, just covering water until I got up to the next area where I was going to sight fish. So I just kind of would cover water and then put that down and then pick up the sight rod. So that was really what I'd built my whole program around, and if the conditions would have been a little different, I think this guys would have saw weights and somewhere in the 150 to 200 pound range. I really think it would have been blowing completely out of the water, but it still was an amazing day, amazing fishing, amazing fishery, and a well put on event, so it was awesome.